Hey everybody, Elgin Walker here, EXP Realty. How y'all doing? Still fresh back from the summit, the EXP summit, the EXPI summit, the shareholders meeting. It was in Orlando, Florida, and we're going to be giving some highlights and some tips pretty much throughout the next few days of some of the great things we saw. We got a lot out of it. You know what? Let's see if I have it here. This is the first time this is the first time at EXP that they actually provided us with a whole workbook, right? A whole workbook. So I got a whole workbook of notes. There's so many things at an EXP event that you just can't reach everything. So Pilar and I actually split up and took different classes, got different certifications and stuff like that. So we will be bringing information back to you throughout the next few days. So I wanted to focus here just on some bullet points of things. So you forgive me if I'm reading some of them because I'm still rewriting my notes from the book. That's another tip. If you guys go to seminars and stuff like that, one of the ways to retain information is to rewrite, type, whatever, go over your notes that you took so that your brain can digest these things and you don't just go and then forget and throw the book into the drawer and you never do anything with it. You're going to these things, they cost money. And we're going to talk about that in another video as well as some cost effective things you can do to get to these events because I think that they're important. I think that they're important for your personal development. They're important for your business development, and they can be important for your agent attraction if you choose to make residual money. You want mailbox money? Some good opportunities for that. We'll talk about that at some point. So here's a couple of things that different panelists said that struck with me, and I'm just kind of going to read some of them off and put some my own flavor on them for what I saw. So strategies for building a thriving business right now was kind of the title of this. And the first thing was that as agents, we must create value, treat each client as an individual. Remember, everybody wants to feel and believe that they are the only person that you're dealing with, even though you're dealing with hopefully lots of buyers and sellers and clients and whatever. But the person wants to feel that you're dealing with them as an individual, not just one of the buyers. Okay, love and respect all of your clients all the time. You don't have to agree with them, but respect them and respect their perspective and respect what they're hoping to do. And if it's something that's not realistic, just educate them to what's the proper way to get the goal that they want to get. Build relationships with real estate investor seminars, real estate attorneys, lenders, property managers, 1031 tax exchange, CPAs. Use some of these people to do webinars with. Do some of these things to reach out to the public, and you can do them in person or you can do them on actual like webinars and just have people in Zooms and those type of things as well, which can be efficient and cost effective. But get assistance from and cross market with some of those people. Build value and trust and decide how you want your business to be based upon how it fits for you. Remember, this is your personal business. So like for me, I don't work Sundays. That's my business model. So you build your business, in my case, around not working Sundays. So look how you want your business to fit. Maybe you only want to work with sellers, and how does that look? How do you get to that? What makes that work? You don't want to cold call. You only want to lead generate with YouTube. Whatever it is, how does that look? And build your business to fit that. Here's some things that I think were really important. I actually have these in black. Number one, in the market like we're in right now, focus on your lead generation, whatever that is to you, every single working day. And whatever you've been doing with your lead generation in the past that has been working, 2x it, at least. Double down on it, at least. If you're calling 15 people a day, call 30. If you're knocking 50 doors, knock 100. If you're sending out 100 letters and personal notes, send out 200. And consistently do this. Consistently do this and focus. You want to be one of the agents that are making it and putting yourself in position and not one of the agents that are not. Just remember that consistent work over time with your leads is what's going to make you successful. They don't always do things when we want them done. They don't always do them when we feel that they should. So you got to do these things, understand that, and work the leads over time. Here's something that resonated with me. Stop being busy and start being purposeful. Busy is just busy. And working with just Pilar and I, and sometimes doing solo agent type activities, stuff that shouldn't do. You really need to stop or condense doing that and just making sure you're more purposeful and you're intentional with the work that you're doing. Don't just be busy. Busy doesn't help anybody or make you any money. This is one that really resonated with me as well. Please, please remember this. You can earn your way to being rich, but you cannot earn your way to being wealthy. I had a client that's no longer here that I used to work with, and we actually even flipped a couple homes, and he didn't sell any of the homes that he bought from me on his own. And one day I had asked him why we flipped the ones that he and I did and why he didn't sell any of the ones he bought on his own. And he told me, he said this to me, he said, Elgin, you're more concerned about getting rich and I'm more concerned about getting wealthy. Lesson learned. Collaboration is the new currency, meaning that you need to work with, collaborate with other professionals in other industries, with people in our industry as well. But that collaboration is going to help you increase not only your activity, increase your production, which obviously will eventually increase your wealth. Take care of people, not only with their buying or selling, but be available for them for other things and other activities that they may need and have in their life. And especially with homes, you want them to come to you if they need a plumber. You want them to call you if they need a refinance. You want to call them if they have a roof, whatever the case may be. Even if it's something that you can't help them with right then, you want them to call you first and try to help solve their solutions or give them solutions to their problems. You want to do that and make sure that you do it so that you're like a one-stop shop. You want them to think of you first, bottom line. You want them to think of you first. Take care of people, intentionally lead generate, and set yourself up for success. One thing that also I heard a lot about is one thing that you hear in the media that we were being told is definitely not a myth. And that is that there are big companies, and you guys know some of them, or just Google it, or if you follow any real estate channels, there are groups, big corporations, that their goal is to own all or at least as much real estate as they can, particularly residential real estate. Why? Because they are looking to control the real estate, and then the majority of us would be renters versus owners. So make sure as you are counseling your buyers, make sure for yourselves personally that you are getting and holding on to some real estate, because there's a strong possibility that if these companies succeed at what they're looking to do, then there's going to be less available homes for sale, which will continuously make it harder for buyers to get into the market. So just think about that. Think about that. And hey, we've got a lot more content coming from the EXP Summit, the shareholders meeting. Hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to dropping a few more nuggets here in the future. Have a blessed day. Take care. Be the best you that you can be. and God bless.